What's up, YouTube? You're probably here looking for answers. What do I do with my fragile resin? When is the best time to start using it? Well, I'm going to let you guys know. The best time to use it? Max world rank. Max world rank is the best time to use it. I'm sorry, but it needs to be said. As your world rank goes up, fragile resin becomes more valuable. World bosses drop better loot. Domains drop better loot. Regular mini bosses drop better loot. I was about to say regular loot. Better loot. Fragile resin is your most valuable or one of your most valuable tools, and you get a limited quantity of it while you're leveling up. If you're capable of saving it until that maximum world level, then you're gonna be laughing. You know, you're gonna go so much further than somebody that used it early, but you're gonna struggle a bit more earlier on, which is where a lot of people try to figure out, okay, well, if I don't want to wait till max world level, when should I use it? You know, other than that, the general consensus, AR45. There have been some people throwing out recommendations, larger content creators, that have mentioned AR30, 35, and 40 for the artifact domains, right? They want to get their best in slot. 5-star, best in slot. Don't worry about the 4-star because you can feed it into the 5-star later. It's unnecessary. Honestly, it's unnecessary. You're better off waiting till 45, get more bang for your buck. If you want to use that fragile resin for farming artifacts earlier on, wait till 45. Okay? Same thing with talent books. And I'm going to show you guys why. Look at this. Gold books at 45. You should have 2 to 3 main DPS. Everyone else is probably support at the moment. Okay? Because we just don't have enough resources to build everyone. Okay? We just don't. And, you know, we need to figure out, well, where else can we use this fragile resin? I'm going to give you an alternative. Okay? I'm going to give you an alternative. If you want to use your fragile resin a bit earlier, my personal opinion, okay, continue working on your characters. So from 30 to 40, a lot of people may be tempted. They may think that they've ran out of things to do. Guys, you should still have world chests to find. You should still have, like, maybe you finish the main quest, maybe you finish all your side quests, but chests, the Anemoculus, the Geoculus, you know, go hunt them down, guys. There's video guides on them. I've got links in my Discord to some really good guides on that kind of stuff. I've got links in my Discord to good guides on things like Elemental Mastery and, you know, not quite team compositions, but like just how the mechanics in the game work. And it'll help explain that, like, why I'm suggesting these particular bosses. Instead of going into the domains early before 45 where you're guaranteed those gold 5-stars, continue working on your characters a bit. Now, one of the bonuses is that you're going to get sets like the Gladiator's Finale. You're going to get sets like the Wanderer's Troop, which can pair well with an Instructor if you just want to use 2 2-pieces. I've done that with a lot of my characters, or you can go in for the 4-piece. Okay? On either one, you can go in for the 4-piece. You can also get the Energy Recharge set, the Exile. These are good sets. Don't just, you know, disregard them because you want to jump into the artifact domains early. These are decent sets, and you'll be working on your characters in the meantime. Okay? This is my personal suggestion. If you want to use your fragile resin earlier, just understand that you can. It's entirely up to you. But in my opinion, it's a waste because you can get so much more out of it later. Because its value is just going to skyrocket every time your world rank goes up. Okay? So, the other reason the other reason. I want to show you Venti, okay? I want to show you Venti and his talents. You see Stormeye here? Once he reaches Ascension Phase 4, he unlocks a very powerful passive that gives him more energy after his ult. Now, there's quite a few characters that are like similar to this, where once they get this Ascension 4 passive, they just become that much better. It's a great goal to aim for, in my opinion, is to try and get the characters that you own ascended to at least Ascension 4, and then you can just let them sit there. I believe that that is level 60 to 70's Ascension. So yeah, so she's currently level 60 out of 70, and I believe that's when the final passive unlocks. And it's a great passive to unlock. It drops a chili pepper, which increases our attack if we walk into it. Now, as for, how you might want to gear them, let me show you guys this. So, artifacts, you see here, I've got most of these are +0, okay? Because Elemental Mastery works in a way where you don't need to max out the artifact. This one here is a Pyro damage bonus artifact. I was pretty lucky. And look, it's a Gladiator item that dropped while I was farming these Ascension materials. Let me show you guys the actual 5 stars that I've gotten. Okay? So these are all the 5 stars I've got right now. And I believe I fed a couple that they had kind of iffy stats that I was never going to use. But, here they are. You see I've got some older 4-star gear that's still somewhat leveled up as well. Like, I believe my Noelle's still using the same gear she had when she was like level 30. If we have a look at her artifacts here, I've got her as kind of a mixture of gear here. It's like double defense and attack. And, this has worked for her since like AR 30. Okay? Because I've been leveling her, because I leveled up her talents. Okay? You see her talents are only level 6. Because this is the point where they start needing gold books and the weekly boss drops. Okay, so you don't need to go like all in. If you can understand what I'm saying there, you don't need to kind of go all in, but you need to go in deep enough that you're not gonna like suffer for it when you do ascend to that next world rank. You want to make sure that you're ready for that next world rank in some way, either by having your team composition ready or by having your like 2 or 3 main DPS like stacked on these, 5-star, 4-star artifacts ready to go. Okay, depending on your world rank, of course. From 40 to 45, I'm just going to recommend continue working on your characters. If you want to use your fragile resin to kind of boost you to 45 a bit quicker while farming Ascension materials, that's an okay way to go. But try not to use them between 30 and 40. There is so many other things that you probably haven't done yet that if you just work on those, it's going to get you to 40. And once you're at 40, you just got 5 more levels to go before you can hit up those, you can start hitting up these dungeons and you're guaranteed these gold artifacts. Okay? You're guaranteed these 5 stars. Okay, I know everyone wants to get in there, or maybe not everyone, but there's been some recommendations where like get in there earlier, feed those 4 stars into the 5 stars if you've built them, and honestly, it's not really that necessary. You can definitely get away with just like +8 gladiators, okay? Even something like that, like try to save as many resources as you can while you're getting to this AR 45 point. And after that, you're gonna be set, guys. I understand that it's really difficult to be patient and maybe you don't want to be, and that's fine, but you are hurting yourself. Anyways, that's what I wanted to discuss and talk about today as far as fragile resin goes. Like I said, if you're looking for help on understanding why I can have these characters artifacts here at +0 and they work out fine for now, you're welcome to jump in the Discord, hit up the tips and tricks section in the Genshin. You'll find some very informative videos there, not by me, by math guys that kind of know their stuff. But yeah, as far as the elemental set goes, or sorry, elemental mastery goes, it's because it doesn't really go on your attack or your weapon damage or anything like that. It works basically on your character and how much, like your character level, sorry, and how much elemental mastery you have. And then like your main DPS and stuff is going to kind of work off a mixture of pure attack, and maybe you want a little elemental mastery on them too, depending on the character and if you're comboing them with elements or if you're just going with like raw physical damage or even geo damage. Because like I main Noelle for the most part, it's a little slower going, but she's very consistent in what she does and has been since I started using her on day one. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it there. I hope I've covered everything that like that I'm trying to get across here. Just be patient, guys, if you can. Like I said, the best time to use Fragile Resin, maximum world rank. But when you want to use that resin, try not to use it until AR40 at least, and try not to. Please don't waste it on the artifact dungeons. I know you probably want to, but just wait for 45 for that. Keep working on these characters, get them ascended, in my opinion, and you're gonna be so much better off once you hit 45. Start gearing them up, and working out the rest of their talents of your main DPS, and you're going to be golden. Anyways, gonna leave it there. I'm starting to repeat myself, so you know, enjoy the beautiful background scenery. Peace out, guys.